The Sims 2's new port is marred with bugs and crashes, Multiversus is being shut down in May, and Simu Liu is set to star in a Sleeping Dogs movie adaptation. All of that on the TripleJump Gaming News. Hello, welcome back. Peter's back.
I'm back. Yeah.
He's been in Germany.
Yeah.
Off gallivanting around Europe.
And then, ironically, maybe picked up some germs in Germany. And
those Germany germs are the worst kind of germs.
Yeah, but I'm fine now.
Good.
And you were also off. Did you miss any news last week?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, James had to tag in twice last week. So
oh, man.
He's really helping us through. But enough about how great James Jenkins is. Mm-hmm. It's news time.
Yeah.
We're starting off talking about a game that came out very, very, very long time ago, but is out again. The Sims 2.
Yeah.
They've brought The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 back to PC. However, The Sims 2 isn't running very well.
Uh-oh.
This is a Sims 2 Legacy collection, specifically on Steam, where we've been having a particular set of issues regarding crashes and bugs, which means the Steam review is mixed at the moment.
Yeah, for Sims 2.
Yeah.
So the new version of Sims 2 includes compatibility for Windows 10 and 11, allegedly, in that it will start up, but will it stay running? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
And also a handful of technical improvements like out-of-the-box support for widescreen and high resolutions. So that's all very nice. If the game actually keeps running, which for a lot of people it apparently doesn't do.
Yeah, so this isn't a remaster, it's a port just of the original games, because the original 2 games you couldn't play anywhere legally anyway.
No. Yeah.
So they've brought it back for the 25-year anniversary. However, like I said, it's currently sitting at mixed. One user said that they played the game for 8 hours and complained about the game deleting their Sims without reason. Another player, and this echoes a lot of other issues, with upwards of 7 hours logged in, reported facing a crash right after creating their Sim character, and also mentioned annoying bug affecting the in-game oven.
Oh no.
So yeah, lots of issues with crashes. Specifically, that seems to be the main problem people are having.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems this is not particularly optimized.
No, my wife's been playing this and she was really excited just before it came out. And I said, just try not to get too excited, because usually when these things are done, they're just. I'm trying to think of a nice verb and not a sort of a slightly profane one. They're thrown out in a hurry by publishers who just want to make a quick buck, and they're not that bothered about how well it runs. We saw the same with actual remasters like the GTA trilogy, for example, is a good case in point. So I can't say I'm surprised.
Has she had any bugs or issues?
No, I don't think she has. Not that she's told me. So this was kind of news to me when I saw this story. I'm going to have to ask her how she's getting on. But,
yes, but apparently it also plagued some critics' pre-release version of the game, and it's all over Reddit and Steam apparently. So if you have the Switch 2 game on Steam, Sims 2, God, I keep saying the Switch 2, it's so ingrained in my brain.
For news,
the Sims 2 version on the PC, maybe just give it a little, wait a bit, maybe wait
Sims
for them
1.
to fix it, and then we'll see if it works. Right now, we're back onto games, live service games being shut down.
Yeah, we are. It's the hot thing to do right now. It's very fashionable. Multiversus is being shut down in May. So Player First Games has announced that Multiversus Season 5 will be its last, bringing the Warner Brothers platform fighting game to a close on May the 30th, 2025 at 9 a.m. PST.
This game launched on May 28th, 2024.
Oh dear. So that's for 1 year and 2 days.
Yes. Longer than Concord.
True.
But yeah, so this game they've announced that it's shutting down in May at the end of Season 5, which will start on February 4th.
Yeah.
This comes after the game was a major failure for Warner Bros. Discovery, with only resulting in $1 million, which sounds like a lot, but obviously $100 million. Actually, I told you a lie. $100 million, not $1 million.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking that's not a lot.
But they weren't happy with it. And I mean, this game's kind of had a weird run, to be honest, when you look back at its history. They launched it in beta, and then
not all the characters.
Right, and then took it down for like 2 months.
Oh yeah, they did.
And then launched it again with all the characters, and they've since been updating it. But there was a whole thing when they launched it about the Founders Pack being a scam, and all this like kind of a bad press that they were getting because of these weird choices they made with releasing it. So it's very interesting, but not entirely surprising that we're seeing it go after less than a year.
Yeah, they have said, most importantly, we want to thank every player and person who has ever played or supported Multiversus. All of us on the Player First games, and Warner Brothers Games teams have poured our heart and soul into this game. We will be forever grateful for the incredible support of the Multiversus community throughout this journey. It's a shame, really, because they have so many interesting characters and IP, and it's as these sort of as platform brawler games go, I thought, hey, that's a fun one. Bugs Bunny can have a fight with, I don't know, Rick Sanchez or whatever, but evidently it didn't do well enough, and here we are now.
Yeah,
you can still apparently use your Gleamium and character tokens to access in-game content until support comes to an end on the 30th of May because real money microtransactions are no longer available.
The game will be delisted on May 30th. However, you can still access it and play offline.
Yes.
And with the local multiplayer and training modes. So if you have it and you have paid for it, you do still get to play it after May 30th. However, if you've been itching to play it, do it now because you've only got 2 months, 3 months.
And hey, if you have been itching to play it, it's actually your fault that this is happening.
Yeah, that's true. You
should have not played it.
You should have played it instead of playing Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl or whatever it was called. R.I.P. Multiverses.
Indeed.
I forgot that you were still even alive.
Me too. Another fallen soldier of multiplayer games over the past couple of weeks.
Get the trumpets out.
Yeah, indeed. Now we've got news that Simu Liu is set to star in the Sleeping Dogs movie adaptation and also be part of the, I think he's going to direct it.
Yeah. So he was tweeting recently about how much he really wanted there to be a Sleeping Dogs movie because he's a big fan of the game. And he tweeted that saying he was working with the rights holders to bring the much-loved video game to the big screen. And apparently it's paid off. So he said that a few film projects make it to pitch phase to greenlight. Pitching execs who don't understand the game has been tiring. Everyone's overwhelming love of Sleeping Dogs here has really given us life. First a movie, then a sequel game for everyone. That's always been our dream. This man is talking as if he owns the franchise. He does not.
Yeah.
But apparently it is in development when he will be starring as the main role of Wei Shen, and apparently is also producing.
Producing, not directing. Yes, he's producing. So he does. He comes across it's. I guess he's just a fan. He must be a fan of the game.
He is a big fan of the game.
Everyone, first a movie, then a sequel game. It's what everyone has. That's been the dream, and it's like, okay, well, we'll see how we get on.
This isn't the first time they've tried this, though, is it?
No, it's not, because apparently, where is it? Donnie Yen was set to star in 2017. The original adaptation was announced in 2017 with Donnie Yen set to star, but the film disappeared after a year. And just a few weeks ago, Yen himself confirmed it had been scrapped.
Yeah, so it seems like there's a few. It's one of those situations where they're making a movie, but they're not currently making a movie.
Yeah.
It's we want to make a movie, and but this obviously comes after the wake of there being so many video game adaptations announced. But according to IGN, Story Kitchen is leading Sleeping Dogs live-action feature film project, and these guys have got a long history of good adaptations. That being the Sonic the Hedgehog films, the animated Tomb Raider series. They're currently working on the upcoming Streets of Rage adaptation and the It Takes Two adaptation for Amazon, which I had completely forgotten.
Me too.
Making that. So maybe these are the guys that will do it. If you're unaware, Sleeping Dogs came out in 2012, and it's a good game. However, didn't do particularly well, and therefore never received any other follow-up from Square Enix.
But don't worry, because Simu Liu is going to make sure a sequel comes out. Apparently.
So we'll see. I mean, I've never played Sleeping Dogs.
No, me neither. I've played an hour of it.
But I've watched people play it before. Yeah. So look, maybe this will be a good revamp of the series, and we'll see the Hong Kong's notorious triad street lords come back to our consoles very, very soon.
Feels like there's been a shift, doesn't it, where, once upon a time, video game projects just did not ever get the green light, and occasionally, if they did, they would always be rubbish. And now, I think because there have been some success stories, and maybe a few duds still, like Borderlands.
A few stinkers.
Yeah, but because we've got things like Sonic and Mario and things like that, there probably are now studios who are like, as in film studios, who are thinking, hey, there's actually an untapped resource here that we could start looking into. So we might see more and more of this as time goes on.
We may. Well, let us know what you think. Would you go and watch a Sleeping Dogs movie in the cinema? Are you sad that Multiversus is being killed, or have you quite literally never played it? I played the beta.
Yes.
For about 4 hours, and then they removed it. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for listening and watching us today. Let us know what you think in the comments, and make sure you're following our social medias for all the up-to-date news stories. And we will see you on Wednesday for more news.
Yeah, we will.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.